Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm bringing you a delicious dessert from Italy called tiramisu. Normally I make Cuban desserts, but today I decided to make this dessert. And this is a dessert that I had to make and put on my channel, even though it's not Cuban. But I'm sure anybody will love this dessert and appreciate it. So let's get started. For the ingredients, I'm using half a cup of cafe la llave or Hispanic espresso. I'm using, and normally Italian espresso is used for this. I'm using 1 pack of Ladyfingers, and 24 cookies come in this pack. I'm using 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm also using 3 egg yolks, a half a cup of sugar, 1 3-ounce container of mascarpone cheese. And you can alter the ingredients if you want. I'm also using 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And along with that, I'm using unsweetened cocoa powder. Okay, so now I'm going to separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. And for this recipe, we're only using the egg yolks. So now I'm going to beat the egg yolks, and you want to beat the egg yolks until they're nice and fluffy. Now I'm adding in a half a cup of sugar, but if you want to make this sweeter, you can. Next, I'm going to use an electric hand beater to make the eggs a little fluffier. Next, you want to have a pot of hot water boiling so that you can create a double boiler so that you can cook the eggs for about 5 to 8 minutes. Now, what we're doing is cooking our eggs without scrambling them, and that's the reason why we have it over the double boiler. And I'm going to cook the eggs for a few minutes, and roughly you want to cook these about 5 to 8 minutes to kill the salmonella. Next, I'm taking my mascarpone cheese. I'm going to add it to a bowl. And you want the mascarpone cheese at room temperature so that it's easy to spread. And we're going to add our egg yolks to the mascarpone cheese. Next, I'm going to make homemade whipped cream. So I'm adding 1 cup of heavy whipping cream to my cup. I'm going to pour the cup of milk into my mixing bowl. And I'm going to mix this about 5 minutes or until my heavy whipping cream becomes nice and thick. And we have ourselves whipped cream. It took me approximately 8 minutes to make the whipped cream, not 5. Next, you want to add your whipped cream to the egg yolks, and you want to use a folding method to fold the whipped cream into the eggs so that you don't deflate the egg yolks. Okay, so now it's time for us to assemble our Ladyfingers. We are going to add some espresso to a bowl, and I'm using Cuban espresso, Cafe La Llave, but you can use any type of espresso. What you're going to do now is take your Ladyfingers and you're going to dip it for maybe a second. So you're basically going to dip it and then flip it. And you don't want your Ladyfingers to get saturated with the coffee, so you just want to quickly dip and flip. If you keep the Ladyfingers in too long, they will get soggy and then they won't be firm enough to hold up for your tiramisu. Being that my baking dish is kind of small, I had to cut my Ladyfingers. So you may have to cut the Ladyfingers to the size of the baking pan that you're using. Next, we're going to add our mascarpone mixture over top of our Ladyfingers. And you want to be generous at this point because this is going to be your filling. Once you add the mixture on top of the Ladyfingers, you want to try to flatten it out as best you can and add your Ladyfingers on top of it. And then you're going to add your last layer of the mascarpone mixture on top of your Ladyfingers. Since this is going to be your last layer, and this is going to be the layer that everyone sees, you want to make sure it's nice and flat as you can get it. Now we're going to top this with the cocoa powder. And I'm going to refrigerate this overnight because it sits better and it'll be nice and firm. If you can't refrigerate this overnight because you need it really fast, you can refrigerate this up to 6 hours and it should be fine. Now the moment that we all been waiting for. So now I'm going to cut into this, and it's nice and ready because it's firm as I'm cutting it. And here it is. So I'm going to definitely take a piece so you can know what it tastes like. And it's nice and smooth, as you can see, and everything held up together nicely. And it's just as dreamy as it looks. Well guys, it's been fun making this video. I thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You can follow me on Facebook and my Facebook group, Cooking the Cuban Way. And stop by and check out my YouTube store. You might find some things you like. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.